Hi, today we're going to start with the appendicular skeleton. So here we're going to start with the pectoral girdle, which we're looking at the clavicle. Here is the acromion end, and here is the sternal end. Next is the scapula. With the scapula, we have the coracoid process up here. We have the suprascapular fossa. We have the glenoid cavity in here, which also holds the glenohumeral joint. We have the spine here. We have the acromion here. We have the supraspinous fossa, and then here is the infraspinous fossa. And here, back on the clavicle, this is where the sternoclavicular joint is, and this is where the acromion clavicular joint is. Next is the arm. We're looking at the humerus. Here is the head of the humerus. Here is the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle. So greater and lesser. Here we have the deltoid tuberosity. Here is the medial epicondyle. I'm sorry, this is the lateral epicondyle, and this is the medial epicondyle. And here is the coronoid fossa, which holds the brachialis muscle of the upper arm. Here is the capitulum and the trochlea. And here is the olecranon fossa. With the coronoid fossa is where the brachialis muscle of the upper arm is inserted. The capitulum is where the head of the radius articulates with. The trochlea articulates with the ulna. Now with the forearm, we have the ulna and the radius. On the ulna, the olecranon is up here. The coronoid process is here, and the styloid process is here. On the radius, we have the head. We have the radial tuberosity and the styloid process here. Now looking at the hand, when I talk about the hand, we're going to go lateral to medial. And on the very proximal row, this makes up the wrist joint here. We have the scaphoid, the lunate, the triquetral, and the pisiform. And in the distal row, we have the trapezium, the trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. The bones that form the wrist joint are the radius and the proximal carpals, and the bone that forms a joint with the pollex, and the pollex is the thumb, is the proximal phalanges here that create the metacarpal phalanges joint. Next we have the pelvic girdle. With the pelvic girdle, one side is a coxal bone. During formation of the skeleton, the pair of coxal bones plus the sacrum fuse together to make the pelvic girdle. So when we have the acetabellum, which is in here, The pubic symphysis is here. Orbiturator foramen is here. The iliac crest is here. And the anterior superior iliac spine is here. The iliac fossa is here. Then go to the back, and here is where we have the greater sciatic notch, excuse me. Then we have the ischial spine here, and the ischial tuberosity here. Now to the femur. Here is the femur. This is the head of the femur. The greater trochanter is here, and the lesser trochanter is here. The abductor tubercle is here. The media epicondyle is here. And the lateral epicondyle is over here. This is the patella. On the back side, we have the medial condyle and the lateral condyle. Now we have the tibia and the fibia. On the tibia, this is your medial condyle. This is your lateral condyle. Here is your tibial tuberosity. And here is your medial malleolus. Here is your proximal tibiofibular joint. And here is your distal tibiofibular joint. Now with the fibula, this is your fibula. You have a head, and the lateral malleolus is here. With the tarsals, we're looking at the foot now. And here's the talus, the calcaneus, the cuboid, the navicular. We have, the cuboid is right here. We have the lateral, the intermediate, and the medial cuneiform bones. These are your metatarsals, these are your phalanges, and the hallux is the big toe. Thank you for watching.